the tools built before us allowed us to get where we are today. Some examples of that, I think, are first of all, like Bitcoin Core itself has made some pretty good improvements overall in just block template construction and usability. Like Bitcoin Core 0.28, you finally got ephemeral anchors. That now means somebody can create this little output in a transaction that allows, instead of you having to CPFP your own transaction or re-sign a transaction to bump the fee, you now can have anybody do that. And then also, like in terms of your case, maybe Scott, at least in mine, EDA suites, which are used to design hardware like electronics, so printed circuit boards, etc. Like KiCad is the open source version of that. So you don't got to pay for Altium pads, all these other ones. Monthly subscriptions are huge upfront fees. KiCad, compared to where it was 4 years ago, is substantially more usable in terms of the interface, like part layout, the routing of all the wires. Like you could do differential pairs now. Like I built the world's fastest, lowest latency keyboard using it. It also mines Bitcoin, by the way. But cool. Yeah, just like all this tooling and these open source communities, like it just keeps compounding, and just the availability of these libraries that you can use today are incredibly powerful, and they're not proprietary. Like combining that even further to amplify that, this may be a little bit of a controversial take, but the access to be able to literally kind of build and understand and learn topics because of LLMs and generative AI. Don't trust anything it says, obviously. Use your brain. But you can kind of work through really basic problems, or like if you need to just quickly get like an overview of where should I go with this topic, just ask it some dumb questions about like what you're looking for. Like, what about trace length matching and wavelength differentials? Like, how does this impact my signal integrity? Claude responded. I already knew the answer, but pretty darn well for that kind of stuff. And yeah, it allows, I would say, especially on the front end side of things, it allows people that have very kind of like artistic mindsets to kind of turn that into usable things. I'm really hoping that accelerates the UI or UX of Bitcoin. And my final shout out to like things I saw really improve, like just overall self-custodial Lightning combined with Zeus. That experience has been great and improving continuously over the last year. But yeah, just the tools and that acceleration ramp, I fully expect just to be parabolic, not just linear at this point.
Today's Bullish Bit was brought to you by Bitcoin Well. I love how they make buying Bitcoin simple while keeping self-custody a priority. You can sign up today by scanning the QR code on the screen or clicking the link in the show notes.